So now what I'm going to do is see what I can do to this front end. I've got my new spindles all set up for this. I don't know what these tie rod ends here are going to work like. This is going to be roughly where this is going to go. Looks like they're going to interfere there with this thing. I don't think they'll fit here on top. They may. And then I'll probably interfere with the frame here a bit. Anyway, I won't know until I can get these spindles apart. I've never taken any apart before, but they don't look like that'll be that hard to do. It's like I just take out this one pin and drive them out. We'll see. None of this really looks that hard to do. Try to give you little tips here whenever you go to knock something else out like this that you're going to use. Leave your nut on it, and so you don't booger up your threads. Don't take your nut all the way off and then try to do it. Try to get your nut and the bolt flush, and don't hit it directly with a hammer like this, because definitely booger it up. Use a punch or something. In this case, I got a bolt. It don't look like it's gonna come out very easy. In this case, I'm gonna use the hammer. There it goes. And then once you've got it broken loose, you did booger it up a little, then when you take your nut off, that'll clean the threads up. Yeah, it looks like it's coming off pretty good. No problem. Use my level bolt here and yep, it drives out real well. That's kind of a little tapered shaft that holds the whole thing together. And I think at this point, probably just this kingpin should just dry right out. Might be easier said than done. I don't know if it goes up or down or what, but I seem to have a little bit of a hole here in the bottom. And it's coming out. I'm driving in here, looks like it's getting stuck. I don't know why that is. I'm not sure what happened here, but looks like my bolt got in the kingpin there a little bit. What I had to do is drive it back down and then put this locking pin back in. But now it's loose. That's what happened. It just went into it a little crooked, but now I'll make sure I don't drive it back into the pin. I'm going to hold it at an angle here. way and get my bolt stuck in as I can. Gotta use a bigger one. Here's an extension. This will be too long to do anything. But I should be able to just pull this. Yeah. This pin's coming out. See here. Yeah. Came right out. So this should just fall off, which it does. And that was a pretty simple matter to get that out. Now I'll see if this axle is going to fit my pins. Well, here's my late model kit. Looks like I got new lock bolts here. These are obviously some kind of a dust cover bearing thing that goes on top. It must be a bump stop or something like that. New nuts, new bushings. But my spindles already have bushings in them. So here comes a moment of truth. See if this fits. How about that? Goes in there like it was made for it. Anything else that we have in consideration would be just a matter of spacing this so it fits good. And looking here at the old one, it's got like a top grease seal that sits on the bottom. Still, measuring these here from the bottom to the bottom. It looks like it's maybe 3/8 of an inch difference between these, which is about what I got here. I don't know exactly what I'll do. Maybe these bearings, because this is some sort of a bearing here, and maybe this goes in here like this, and that's what resolves the thing. That would make sense to me. I don't know whether I put the bearing on the top or the bottom. I would assume that the bearing is going to be load bearing. Wouldn't make much sense to have it up here on top where it's running free. But I don't know for sure which way it should go. I'm assuming the bottom, there's no instructions with any of this. Just warning here not to strike the hardened steel. I guess I'll figure it out. We'll see what I do come up with.